So, Christopher, you said I can fly.
Oh, I did, didn't I?
Were you referring to this airplane?
Yes.
Okay, let's do it.
All right, let's do it.
So I'll go ahead and start everything up.
Yeah, you go ahead and start and get her going.
Start, we get it going, and then you can. I don't know. So there's thing. Yeah, the Beechcraft way is you go high on the pump for a minute, and a couple seconds to turn it off. Continental says put it on low. Wait for the fuel flow to get up. Once it's flowing, then I go ahead and clear. We'll see if these guys can give us flight following. We get up in the air.
Okay.
Now, you want this turned to you so you can see it a little better?
No, you know what? You go ahead and do it. I was actually just looking to see where the trim wheel was.
So the trim wheel is right here.
Yeah.
I'll try to leave it a little. Can you?
Yeah.
So here, I'll leave it like this.
Yeah.
Which will make it a little more, just so you can see it. I'll do it.
Okay.
But just so you can see it.
Yep.
Yep, we're good.
Yeah.
Okay. So just go to frequency, ASOS, tap it, puts it in the standby.
2130 Zulu. Wind 210 at 06. Visibility 10. Sky condition Q 4500. Scattered 5500. Temperature 21 Celsius. Dew point 13 Celsius. Altimeter 2998. Remarks. Density altitude 600. St. Petersburg Wooded Airport. Automated weather observation 213.
Go back to ground. We'll go ahead and load in tower. Tower's in standby. And then you're gonna request flight following, or
yeah. Let's do flight following.
Okay, so flight following would be all right. Trim set. Fuel's on mains. They don't have all oxes. They're off. All right. Flight controls are free and correct. Good evening, Woody Ground, Baron 3175 Whiskey with information. Can I pick up flight following from you?
Baron 3175 Whiskey, Woody Ground, and say destination?
Punta Gorda, Papa Golf Delta.
Baron 75 Whiskey, and what we can do on departure, squawk 1200, maintain VFR at or below 1100. Wind tower advises contact Tampa approach on frequency 119.65 for flight following.
Roger that. And Baron 3175 Whiskey is at the temporary FPO, ready to taxi to the active.
Baron 75 Whiskey, runway 18, taxi via Charlie, left on Bravo. Wind 200 at 7, altimeter 2998.
18 Charlie, left on Bravo to 18 for 3175 Whiskey. All right, your controls.
Okay, I got it.
Again, if anything's in your way, just holler.
Nope, I'm good. I was just kind of feeling out where all the pedals were.
Oh, so I can adjust those if...
Actually, it's quite nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have them all the way forward.
For Lucy, right?
Exactly. for Lucy. Keeps her feet out of the way.
Oh, a lot of Pilatuses here. King Air, Aerostar, Renegade. Everything.
little Aerostar?
I like Aerostars.
There was one on the field that was for sale.
I don't like them that much to buy one. Like a better when somebody else owns it.
Like everything better when someone else owns it.
Yeah, like a boat.
I'll go ahead and tune this into 151, which is the direction to Punta Gorda. Although we are going to go, where? Where are you taking me?
I'm going to take you up for the a little coast tour here.
Get the scenic tour.
We're going to get the scenic tour.
Courtesy of Premier One Driver.
Well, only because I never get to do that kind of stuff.
So for those of you who didn't see my video of us coming here, be sure to see the front half of this. You can see the great Premier One Driver. He came along in my video, flying up here. So be sure to go to BaronPilot and check that out.
Yeah, that's going to be a good one.
See the first half of this trip.
Yeah.
Not going to be as scenic as this one is, but your ideas are better than mine, so
I don't know about that.
I didn't come up with that idea. Weather is kind of fighting us a little bit, but
So when we get down here, I'm going to give it over to you to the run-ups.
Yep.
There's some cars going around the track. Pretty cool.
It was a nice time. I appreciate you inviting me.
That was a lot of fun. That was a good day.
Great day.
Great day.
Go ahead and switch over to tower.
Yep.
Go ahead and preload the 5. Turn that squelch down just a tad.
Can't really do much turning into the wind here.
That's fine. I don't do long run-ups, though. Alright, feet on the brakes. Temperatures are in the green. And left engine. Both. The other thing I do is I don't do the high RPM prop.
Yep.
I just do the feather check at 15.
Yep.
I figure if it's going to feather 15, oil's getting to it.
Right.
And I'm like, why? I don't bother putting the stress on at all. Alright, beacon, landing lights, put our strobes. Fuel pump's off, it's below 90 degrees outside. Alright, our checks are done, but let's go ahead and brake check. Alright, we are ready to go. Good evening, tower, Baron 3175 Whiskey at 18, ready to go for a south departure.
3175 Whiskey to tower, runway 18, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff 18, San Francisco.
Sorry.
All good. Bring you back to the old days.
Yeah. Well, get used to the throttle friction and what it takes.
Really weird me not being at the controls right now, just so you know. I'm sure you can understand and relate to that.
Okay.
Alright, gauges in the green.
With a tower, helicopter 31 uniform, Papa is departing the Cups Road and like to
Alright, airspeed alive.
right-hand circuit around the track. Helicopter 1 uniform, Papa with a tower, winds 2106, altimeter 2.
There you go, ready for knots.
Clear for takeoff, and right turn out.
Alright, positive rate.
Thank you.
Here, going up.
18 right turn out through 31 uniform, Papa.
If you want to set power, you can go ahead and do that.
Okay.
And I get the,
Let us climb a little bit,
yep.
and then I'll bring power back a little bit once we get going.
Yeah, there you go. Boy, it feels nice.
I'm going to bring the power back to 25 squared. And then as we're going to stay low, so
Yeah.
Race contact Tampa on 119.65 prior to 1,200. Fixed exchange approved.
1965, good day, Senpai Whiskey. Alright, we'll level off 1,000. Approach Baron 3175 Whiskey.
Tampa approach, I was on the landline, try again.
Baron 3175 Whiskey, I just departed Sierra Papa Golf, 1,000 feet southbound, like VFR flight following to Punta Gorda, Papa Golf Delta.
Yeah, go ahead.
3175 Whiskey, what's your type aircraft?
A Baron B-55, so not used to doing that. They're used to being IFR.
Right. Oh, yeah.
So what I find...
Baron 75 Whiskey, squawk 0112.
0112 Senpai Whiskey. How, what altitude do you want to fly at?
Station 5 Mike Kilo, just going to maintain.
We can go, let me see, we can do 1,500.
Okay. Then I'm going to go ahead and
Yeah, go ahead and bring it on back.
because we're not climbing much more.
3175 Whiskey, radar contact 5 south of Albert Wooded Airport. Cleared through the Bravo airspace. Tampa altimeter is 2999. What altitude are you requesting?
Actually, we'd like to stay down at 1,500 if possible.
Blue 940, contact Miami Center 132.35.
3235, you have the 940. Approach Southwest 2, 12,500 for 11,000 with Charlie.
Let's do Tampa approach, Roger, expect
So I'll bring this 2,400 RPM.
19 left.
Yep.
We'll expect 19 left, Southwest 2.
What I find is right in 3.
Okay.
Can you see that?
Yep.
That's where the trim usually will sit.
Whiskey, Roger, on your present heading, just join the shoreline, follow it southbound. Then your destination is Punta Gorda, is that correct?
Affirm, Punta Gorda for Senpai Whiskey.
Roger.
Alright, there we go. Follow this to shoreline and then
Nice.
head down. This is going to be
I
awesome.
like this.
Alright.
Yeah, this is a treat for me.
This is a treat for me.
Well, you get to sightsee, right?
Yeah. It's a nice change. I usually don't get to do that. So yeah, because I like flying by numbers, I find that usually I put it right in the middle of 3, then depending on the weight,
Sure.
it may be a hair one way or
Gotcha.
another. But that pretty much seems to be the magic number. I'm gonna leave our landing lights on
Yeah.
since we're low and it's a little...
Watch out for traffic.
Wow, 1,000 feet along the coast. Gonna climb up a little bit to 1,500. This.
Yeah, I'm kind of seeing what's going on with this cloud bank here before I start climbing too much.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a little leaning out. Nothing too crazy.
Cherokee 18 X-ray fly heading of 16, I'll make that 170.
170 on the heading now for 18 X-ray.
This is really a nice flying airplane.
Thank you.
I can see why you'd want a yaw damper though.
Yeah.
You can feel it.
No, that's my one, like I said, it's my biggest gripe, and I've gotten a lot of, I shouldn't say arguments, but debates with people who tell me, oh yeah, I don't need it, I don't feel it, and I'm like, first of all, put a camera in your airplane.
Yeah, then you see
And
it.
you'll see for sure.
I'm setting a 160.
And then, of course, I certainly do feel it.
160 to Fox.
So how familiar are you with the area here?
So is this, let me see, so we got Anna Maria Island and...
Trying to see if I can pull it up, because I am not the world's best. First. So this is Anna Maria Island we're flying over.
Yeah.
See, the guy from Indiana knows more than the Florida guy.
Well, you know what, when we lived in Tampa, when I was doing F-16 training in Tampa, we would always come down here to Anna Maria Island. We always liked it down here on weekends.
Then you got Holmes Beach coming up, and then Bradenton. Excellent. just want everyone to know that Greg is hand flying. There is no autopilot on.
Thank you. The comment section is going to be, so you can actually hand fly an airplane.
I'm hoping that's where the comment section is going to be.
Yeah.
We got a little headwind though. We got a headwind. We got 139
knots.
Here to Foxtrot, contact Miami Center on 132.35.
Back when I was just learning to fly, I started out in a Cessna 172, and I remember my solo cross country back from, I flew to Terre Haute, Indiana, and coming back from Terre Haute, Indiana, I got all the way up to 6,500 feet, and I had a little bit of a tailwind. I was doing 135 knots, man. I thought I was king of the mountain, you know? Remember those days?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That I do. I remember climbing up to 8,000 feet being scared to death. I was so high. I was so afraid. I was so high.
So the moral of the story is we all started there.
We did all start there. You know, I had somebody ask me the other day about being nervous flying. They were nervous as a pilot. They were learning to fly, and they were nervous. And I guess they were concerned that they were nervous. And my response to them was, and my response to everybody, there's nothing wrong with being nervous. To the contrary, complacency kills.
Right.
So that nervousness will make sure you go through your checklist. Will make sure you're thorough. Make sure you do everything that you need to do. So don't let it deter you. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with you. You can be afraid of heights. I'm afraid of heights. I'm not afraid of an airplane because I don't feel like I'm going to fall out.
Right.
But if you put me on a ladder on a one-story house, I am scared to death. So when's the last time you flew a GA airplane?
Well, the Cessna 414.
And how long was that?
That was, would have been 2005. So it's been 12 years. Yeah. It's been a while. Oh, I take that back. I rented I moved a Cessna 182 for a guy one time. It was actually when we were having the Super Bowl in Indianapolis, and the FBO asked if we would relocate our aircraft to an airport north of us. About 30 miles north of us was about an hour drive.
11,000
And I said, I'll do it. I said, but I'm not going to, drive a rental car and deal with. And he said, that's all right. We'll just leave a Cessna 182 up there for you to fly back down. And so I flew my MU2 up, flew the 182 down, ended up having to hand fly the thing, hard IFR, shoot an ILS, and it ended up taking me about an hour. By the time I, did all the thing, did all the flying around, so I would have been better off driving.
Just remember, no good deed goes unpunished.
Right. Oh yeah. Well, they were clearing out room for all the Gulfstreams.
Just verify that you did get a forward clearance from clearance.
They gave us radar vectors, Lee County portal.
So Sarasota and St. Armand Circle coming up, right?
Yep, Sarasota's right off our left. That's the airport directly at our 9 o'clock.
Be able to do that. Center might be able to give you something when I switch over to them. Copy.
So do you miss it? You miss flying GA? I mean, I know to some degree, I prefer flying a Premier over a GA any day of the week. So I'm not making that comparison.
Right.
But do you miss doing GA flying?
Well, this kind of stuff is still really fun to me. So it's nice to be able to just kind of mix it up and do something a little bit different. I have really gotten spoiled by, the Premier and the speed and the capability of what it can do. And even for us, going up from Indianapolis to Chicago, which is a 3-hour car drive, we'll end up flying up a lot of times just because of the convenience. And quite frankly, I feel so much safer flying than I do, traveling in a car on the interstate.
Yeah.
But no, this is really fun. I really enjoy getting exposed to this again and kind of getting back into my roots and that kind of thing.
We have 4.5 hours fuel on board.
Falcon 1 Delta Juliet, just going to maintain 5,000.
5,000, Delta Juliet.
So, time-wise, how long can you fly in this plane before you have to refuel?
Well, as you can see, it's telling us now we got 4.5.
But what altitudes do you like to work at?
So I like to fly well, if I'm going far, like I'm going to Texas up to Center Fun.
Yep.
So I'll probably fly around the 10,000 mark.
Yep.
Step 5 with you can resume your navigation.
Oh, navigation, step I was. I like the 10,000 mark. Kind of seems to be the number, give or take.
Yep.
You know, weather or something, I'll climb if I have to. But I kind of like to be there. The engines seem to be happy there. Performance seems to be pretty well. As far as endurance is concerned, I mean, you know, without leaning it back and slowing it down, you know, go lean and peak, that kind of stuff. I mean, you're looking at probably 5 hours, you know, 4.5 hours probably.
Wow.
I mean,
yeah, so here, cover some ground.
I mean, here, if I was flying at 10,000 feet, I would be anywhere between 12.5 aside to 13.
Yep.
Figure I'm typically cruising at 170 knots true is kind of what I calculate things at. And so, you know, you just kind of do the math from there. Say, okay, I hold 136 gallons. Obviously, you need to leave reserves, and, you know, depending on where you're going, how much reserves you need. You know, if it's IFR, etc. But pretty much as long as your bladder can handle.
Oh, yeah. So, coming up on Venice Beach, right?
Correct. Because Venice Airport is just ahead of us, about 10 miles in front of us.
The Lucy Cam. Unfortunately, the Lucy Cam is the Greg Cam. Sorry.
Actually, this really is a smooth flying plane. It feels different when you're actually flying it. You know, you're always worried about everything. This is good stuff. So.
Okay, so what is the ASOS at Punta Gorda?
Alright, so to pull up the ASOS, so go to frequency.
Yep.
And then there's ASOS,
Yep.
because it knows our destination airport.
Yep.
So wings 80,
so if you double click it,
on 132.35.
it puts it there.
Okay.
What we're going to go ahead and go do is we're just going to load it into our second navcom. But in fact, what we can do though is you want to go ahead and put the tower in there. 135.67.
Punta Gorda Tower.
Yep, so tower's in standby.
That is actually pretty darn nice.
Yeah, this is what I like the Aberdyne, you know, people...
well, I think it's just gotten its butt kicked by Garmin, but it doesn't mean that it's not good stuff.
Punta Gorda Tower, this information is Sierra, time 21460, wind 320 at 5, visibility 4, light rain, sky condition, ceiling 10,000 broken, 1000 overcast, temperature 20, dew point 17, altimeter 3004, RNAV runway 33 approach in use, arrivals and departures runway 33.
Alright, we have Sierra.
Got it. 4 miles, 10,000 feet. As far as I'm concerned, we request a visual.
Yep. Go ahead and we'll load the tower up. Go ahead and I'll hit, just to give us reference, direct. Enter. About 20 miles away, so you want to maybe go over Boca Grande and then cut in over Boca Grande?
Actually, I was waiting for that weather picture to kind of fill in a little bit more, but...
or if you want, we can go now.
Yeah, we can just go now.
Can I go now? Okay. Yeah, it is a little heavier there.
Right, that's what I was kind of looking at.
We'll give them a call when we're about 10 out. So, their track is 150. 105, that's my dyslexia kicking in. So we'll see how well you land this.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Again, sweaty palms. Uh-oh.
Yeah. You're probably better off because you don't fly it regularly. You'll probably do better than I did on the landing. Because you'll be a little more concentrated. Yeah, no, that wasn't bad. But you know, when I have the great Premier driver with me, I want it to be a squeaker.
Oh yeah.
It's a lot of stress. Yeah, the biggest thing I do is I tend to, I didn't do coming in when we flew in, is I like a little wider pattern.
Yeah.
I don't like doing a steep turn
Right.
pattern. I rather probably treat it more like you're accustomed to.
Yeah.
A little bit wider.
Right.
When I'm up with flight instructors, they usually give me a hard time about it. But I just prefer that nice, easy turn. My passengers don't want to feel a 30 or 45 degree, you know, turn. Like, why? No, let's just keep it nice and simple.
Yeah, give yourself lots of time to figure it all out.
Yeah.
What are we, 15 out, 13 out?
They're 13 out. I'll call them.
Okay.
They're approaching 10. Actually, I can call them now. They're quiet enough. Here, right? Here. Good evening, Punta Gorda Tower, Baron 3175 Whiskey with Sierra. We are approximately 12 to the west on a 280 radial inbound with Sierra. Full stop.
3175 Whiskey, Punta Gorda Tower, report 3 west to the airport and expect a left downwind entry, runway 33.
Report 3 west, we'll expect 33, supposed.
This will work out well. Left downwind for 3-3, just like we thought.
Yep. Alright, so relaying the checklist is pretty simple. There's really not a whole lot to do. We only have main tanks, so there is nothing to do with the fuel tanks. If they weren't on the right one, we wouldn't be running. So basically, it really just comes down to gumps. Essentially all we have for landing. So as we start getting closer, we'll start slowing it down. So I'll go ahead and start bringing the power back now.
Sounds good.
It may need to retrim a little bit, but I'll bring it back to
Right.
about 18 initially. I'll start getting this a little slower. If you want the armrest moved, we can move it.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I love it. So pretty much the way I fly this, and you do whatever you like. The way I fly this is I'll set my power set, go ahead and I'll trim for level flight.
Yep.
We're already at powder altitude. Once that gear goes down, that gear is what starts me down.
Okay.
We can go ahead and just, for posterity, since we're doing an actual pattern, I'll put in approach flaps.
Okay.
Just to, give us that little extra cushion for the slow bank. And then once you're established on final and the field's made, I'll go full flaps.
Okay.
So approach speed is basically 110 knots, and then 90 over the fence.
Okay.
So basically just above blue line and then just under blue line.
Okay. And it's the inner gauge, right? On the airspeed indicator?
Correct, just the inner gauge.
There's the airport out there.
It's directly in front of us, you got it?
4 miles, yeah.
Yeah, I can see the tower, right? We're heading straight to the tower. And I'll call it 3.9, there we go. Punta Gorda Tower, Baron 3175 Whiskey, 3.9 to the west.
Baron 75 Whiskey, roger, runway 33, clear to land, wind 340 at 3.
33, clear land, 7 Whiskey. So I'd probably aim for that road, keep us nice and nice, wide, square pattern. And don't descend anymore. Yeah, I have electric trim here. I'm sure that's probably killing you not having that.
It's, yeah, it's not bad. Probably falls a little bit easier to hand on your side, even with the electric trim, but a little bit further of a reach for me, but it's not bad.
Yeah. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and load ground in. So I'm going to go to frequency and have ground preloaded. It's there. Pick the map. I'm going to set the bug on 3-3. Actually set the heading bug on 6 for our base, and then I'll turn it again for final. Alright, I'm going to go gear going down.
Sounds good. That is the quickest gear too, by the way.
3 green, 1 in the mirror. Yeah. Power's yours.
Okay. Have a angling downwind here.
Yeah. Go ahead and put in approach flaps.
Yep.
Degrees. Alright, we are 500 feet. We have 3 green and we're clear land. And it looks like we're clear right.
Yep.
I'll go ahead and go full flaps.
Okay, go ahead. So I'm at, what am I at, 100 knots right now?
Yeah, you're at 100 knots right now.
You want 90 over the fence?
Yeah, you can just keep it there. You'll
yeah,
automatically.
it'll work out right.
Yeah.
Slightly high, but we're gonna, okay.
Flaps are in, you'll start coming down. So with your power, power should be fine where you're at until you're ready to pull it.
Big change there. That was not a very good landing.
You know what? For someone who's never flown a Baron, it's better than the first time I flew this plane.
I'll tell you what got me was the when I removed the power, it just kind of fell.
Yeah, I usually will almost keep power in till the end. So just go ahead and go down the end and we'll turn left. They'll call us in a second to go to ground.
But once again, I have not won any landing contests. Might have to find somebody that really doesn't know how to fly an airplane and compete with them.
I'm sure Michael will be more than happy to have a landing with you.
Yeah, leaving the power in definitely would have helped.
Yeah, I mean, I probably should have talked you through it a little more.
Maybe you did.
I'm not a very good instructor.
Baron 75 Whiskey, turn left at the end, and you're going to the north ramp, the Warburg ramp.
Left at the end and going to to 200 hangars for 75 Whiskey.
Number 75 Whiskey, roger. Taxi to the ramp via left turn here, and then join Delta and Foxtrot, and you can stay on this frequency.
Left Delta Foxtrot on this frequency for 75 Whiskey.
Hey, is that a Premier 1 driver?
Yes, it is. He is in here with me.
That's my favorite YouTuber.
Ah, very nice.
You've watched BaronPilot, right?
Absolutely, all the time.
Good man.
That's all right.
And he appreciates your shout out. Thank you.
Okay, roger that. We enjoy it.
That'll make the tape for sure.
And for the record, that was his landing.
Very nice. On the way in.
Sorry, say again.
That was the visibility on the way in.
What do you want to say, like
5 or 6.
Yeah, I'd say probably about 5 or 6.
Okay, yeah, that's kind of what I thought. All right, roger that.
He must follow us on Instagram.
It's good to have followers.
Yeah.
Open this up a little bit. So we'll turn right here and then we'll basically hug the tower.
I hope you guys enjoyed that flight with BaronPilot. You can go back and see the flight up with BaronPilot and I on his channel on YouTube, BaronPilot. Check it out. Yeah, it kind of makes sense. So, of my all-time favorite videos on YouTube, he has the one, and I reference that in the video up. So go back, watch the video, and then watch my all-time favorite video on YouTube. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and we'll see you on the next one.
Thanks again, buddy.
Thank you, buddy. It's a lot of fun.
Oh, pleasure was mine.